Hey there, it's Ron with Insurance for Texans, and I've got today's home insurance tip. But before I give it to you, I just want to say if you enjoy the home insurance tip, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the playlist. That way you won't miss out on any future tips that could be of your benefit. That said, let's cut to the chase with today's home insurance tip. The first thing we do when we look at a home insurance policy in the state of Texas is we calculate what's known as the dwelling value. And this is based off of an estimate that is used to create a reconstruction value for your home. Wait, what? The first thing we have to do is if your house goes to the ground, you need to have enough money to rebuild your home. That's called the dwelling value on your policy. People always ask us, how in the heck did you get to this number? I don't get it. So let's talk about how we do that. Since it's the amount of money we need to rebuild, there is some data that the home insurance companies use that they put into a machine and outspits the estimate of what it would cost to rebuild. That's great, but how do they get there? So the first thing that we look at is readily available public data in the state of Texas. That means we go to the appraisal district and we look at the year your house was built. We look at how much square footage you have. That's readily available data. We also put with that information from places like Zillow, especially if you live inside of the city. The listing with Zillow or the MLS or Realtor.com, websites like that, they're going to have 1-story versus 2-story, pool versus no pool, how many cars are in your garage, the information that's there, the things that we can see through Google Earth. That's going to create a framework for the information we need to calculate your reconstruction value, because we're going to put the same amount of square footage back. If you got a 2-story house, you're going to get a 2-story house after it's over, things of that nature. So what goes with that readily available public data? This is stuff that only you are going to know. We need to know, what kind of finish out do you have in your kitchen? Did you put in fine imported Italian marble, or do you have a plastic laminate countertop? Those kinds of pieces of information are super important, because I don't want you mad at me if you had fine imported Italian marble and we come back in and it's only like regular Class A granite. That's the kind of information that your insurance agent, your local independent insurance agent, is going to ask of you so that they can adequately see how much you need to rebuild in the event of a total loss. Now, once we get all of that information, we put that into what's known as a replacement cost estimator. There are some benchmarks that do exist out there in the industry, and they take all of that information, the neighborhood that you're in. So let's be real. If your home is built overlooking Lake Travis, it's going to have some unique reconstruction factors that a tract home in Mesquite is not going to have. So we use that sort of information. It puts it into its system and it estimates how much money you would need to rebuild your house based off of today's current building costs for a one-off home. It's not perfect. It's an estimate, but it gives us a great framework to determine how much insurance you need if the stuff really does hit the fan. So that's how we calculate the dwelling amount on your policy. It's a common question, and we wanted to make sure we get that out there for you. I'm Ron with Insurance for Texans. If you don't know if your dwelling amount coverage is correct, if you think it's way off, if you don't have a clue about your home insurance, hit the link that's in the description, go to our website, let us know how we can be of assistance to you, and we will consult with you to make sure you're properly taken care of. Hope you have a great day and you keep your home properly insured.